lovelies. Welcome to your new moon in Taurus yoga class. My name is Natasha, also known as Nourish Natasha, here, Instagram, TikTok. I just want to say thank you guys for going to follow me on Instagram. I hit 100K, which is awesome. I've been pursuing that goal for a really long time. But yeah, welcome. If you've never done one of my classes before, I teach classes for every new moon, full moon, lots of astrological events, lots of wishy stuff. But I try to make my classes as accessible for everybody as possible. So even if you've never done yoga before, you can do this class. Just remember that everything I say is an option, not an order. So you listen to your body, you do what feels good for you. We do use props. I will offer variations for pretty much every pose. So welcome. Yeah, this new moon in Taurus, I'm about it. I love Tauruses. They're like probably one of my favorite signs. I'm a Pisces. I really vibe well with earth signs. But this new moon is the night between May 11th and 12th, so it's really technically really early, the morning of the 12th, but it's that night that it comes to its peak. I have a lot of notes, so I'm just reading. We will be using blocks for our class today, so I will be cueing poses with the blocks. If you don't have blocks, old textbooks, you work just fine, anything this general shape and size. And grab any props that you need for your practice. So maybe you're like, I know I need a strap, I know I need a bolster, a pillow, blanket. You grab what you need, and again, listen to what your body needs. So, new moon in Taurus. So, we just had that Scorpio full moon, super moon, and it was intense, right? I mean, we're all of us kind of felt it. It was very emotional, lots of releasing. We've been feeling kind of funky since then. This new moon is a good one. This is going to be a happy one. So now that we released everything during that full moon, now is the time to manifest. New moons are for manifesting new beginnings, new intentions. So that's what we're going to be doing for this new moon. But specifically, so Taurus rules the throat in the body, the throat, the thyroid, the vocal cords. And of course, they rule the throat chakra because, they rule the throat. So we are going to be opening the throat a bit today. And what this means is, think about if you know a Taurus or if you are a Taurus. Taurus, they do what makes them happy, right? They do what brings them joy. So it's kind of known that Tauruses, they're the bull, they're kind of a little bit stubborn, but they're going to do what makes them happy. They're going to eat, they're going to sleep, they're going to have sex, they're going to do whatever that makes them happy, right? So the goals that I want you to focus on manifesting for this specific new moon is what makes you happy? What is fun and fulfilling for you? What goals are things that are going to bring your life enjoyment? I'm sorry, I'm just reading my notes. We're going to speak it into existence, right? So again, we're going to use that throat chakra to speak these things into existence. So what I mean by fun and fulfilling goals, what I mean by goals that make you happy is like, yeah, career goals are awesome. You can definitely manifest those this new moon, relationship goals or just like personal goals, whatever. But fun and fulfilling goals are things like starting a garden. I did that this past weekend. I started a garden just because it makes me happy. Like, that's it. I'm just doing it because it makes me happy. Maybe yoga makes you happy. Maybe you want to set a fun goal of like being able to do a headstand or something just because it makes you happy. Maybe you want to set a goal of, I don't know, redecorating your house. I'm just like looking around my room, like things that make me happy. Maybe you want to commit to reading one book a week or whatever it is, whatever is just a goal that's just going to add happiness to your life. That's what I want you to focus on. That's what I want you to set intentions around. Maybe there is certain things about your career or your relationship or personal goals that also make you happy. Totally fine to set those intentions. But yeah, just fun, fulfilling, happy goals. And remembering that the energy of Taurus is slow and steady. Slow and steady wins the race. So, for example, like planting a garden. I can't expect that my garden's magically gonna like overnight just be like, oh, and have all this fruit and veggies and herbs and stuff. It takes time, right? So these happy, fun, fulfilling goals, they're going to take time, but we're going to be happy doing them. We're going to enjoy the journey, and we're going to have fun. So that's what this new moon is all about. Yeah, I think that's all I got. We're going to speak it into existence. We're going to use those vocal cords, that throat chakra, to manifest these things, to set intentions. So yeah, I think I'll stop ranting now, and we are going to get started. So we're going to use our blocks. We're going to get started with our blocks in a supported fish pose. So what that looks like, this is a throat opener and also a heart opener. So you're going to come to, so you can lay back on your mat. Now one block is going to go right in between your shoulder blades. So right where that kind of bra line is. And the other block you might not need, but it can act as a pillow underneath your head. I personally don't need it, but I will show you if you do need it. I'm going to bring it with me. So that first block, again, is going right in between your shoulder blades. Now find that sweet spot. And then again, you can use the second block as a pillow under your head, just an option. Or you can just let your head fall to the mat, keeping that other block nearby. Now I'm going to get comfy here. I'm going to bring my arms to either side. Now, Taurus, earth sign, we want to get grounded. So I want you to have your palms facing down. Now with your legs, you can keep them bent. You can extend them straight, or you can even take a hip opener if you'd like, bringing feet bottoms together to touch and opening the knees. And do what feels good here. Always listening to our bodies. What are they asking for? Now once you settle in here, I want you to close your eyes. And I want you to start to bring awareness to your breath. Noticing those inhales and exhales as they go in and out through your nose. Not changing anything about your breath just yet, just bringing awareness to it, bringing attention to it. Using your breath to bring you to this present moment. To get grounded right here, right now. And as we inhale, we fill up the chest, fill up the belly, take up space. And as we exhale, let anything go that we don't need anymore. Now I want you to start to take inventory here. Start to check in with the mind, the body, the soul. Notice where any tensions, blockages, constraints you're feeling. These can be physical, mental, emotional. And I just want you to acknowledge them. We're practicing non-judgment, so we're just acknowledging these things, knowing that we're human, and knowing that we're going to work through them. Don't attach yourself to those things. Just use your breath to gently let them go. And I want you to start to think about what makes you happy. Think about what brings you joy, what really just fills your cup. Think about maybe self-care things, just actions that just make you happy. Our affirmation, intention, mantra is, I'm going to do what makes me happy. I'm going to do what makes me happy. It doesn't matter what other people think. Let go of the shoulds, the supposed tos. That's what we usually get caught up in when we try to set goals, we set intentions. What we think about what society is telling us to do, what we're supposed to do, what we should do. I want you to really think about, what do you truly want? What makes you happy? Picture it in your mind. Picture your ideal day. Maybe it's walking your dogs, playing with your dogs. Maybe it's, again, planting a garden. Maybe crystals make you happy. Maybe yoga makes you happy. Maybe reading makes you happy. Hiking, whatever it is. Binging Netflix, what makes you happy? And use your throat chakra here, speak it into existence. I'm going to do what makes me happy. And now we're going to seal that with a breath. So I want you to take a big inhale in through the nose. Fill up, fill up, fill up. And open mouth, exhale. One more just like that. Really big inhale. Fill up the chest, the belly. Take up space. And open mouth, exhale. Let your breath gently return back to normal. And then when you're ready, nice and slow, we're just going to roll off our blocks to the side. Scoot that block out from underneath you. You're going to take a moment here in this fetal pose. Just one more moment of stillness and silence. And then gently, when you're ready, you're going to press yourself up to a seat. Any seat that you are comfortable in, any seat that feels good for you. I'm going to take this easy cross-legged position here. Now you can sit on a block. You can sit on a blanket, a bolster, whatever makes you feel good. Again, listening to your body. And just here in this seated pose, I want you to bring your hands to your knees again, palms facing down, just for that grounding energy. And we're going to get into that throat chakra. We're going to get into this neck. So I want you to inhale here. Exhale, just drop your right ear to your right shoulder, stretching out the left side of your neck. And you can keep your eyes closed here. Just feel it. Feel all those Taurus new moon vibes. Maybe still thinking about what makes you happy. Go ahead and inhale, come to center. Exhale, left your left shoulder. And inhale, center. Exhale, right ear, right shoulder one more time. And inhale, center. Exhale, left ear, left shoulder. Go ahead and inhale, come center. Now we're going to take it into some full neck and head circles. So you're going to drop your right ear to your right shoulder. Exhale as you drop the head back, come around to the left side. Inhaling as you come center, chin to chest. And then over to the right again, exhaling as you bring it back. And just taking these full circles here. And taking them as fast as slow as you need to go. Listening to your breath, listening to your body. Maybe you're like, oh wow, this really feels good in this one certain spot. I'm going to hold it there. And don't forget your breath. And the last one here. And the next time you're center with your chin to chest, hold it there for a moment. And then we're going to take it in the opposite direction. So bringing it over to the left now. Exhaling as you drop the head back, coming over to the right. Inhaling as you come through center, chin to chest. And again, take it as fast or as slow as you need to go. Holding it in a space that feels really good. If you're like, wow, I have a crick in my neck right there, I'm just going to hold it. Don't forget your breath. Don't forget those things that make you happy, that just fill you up inside. Now the next time you come through center, chin to chest, I want you to hold it there. Now you're going to shake your head no. While your chin is pointed down towards your chest, I want you to shake your head no. Very slow, very exaggerated. And while you're here, I want you to use that throat chakra, and I want you to say out loud, no, I won't block my blessings anymore. No, I won't block my happiness anymore. Saying no to all the things that don't serve you. Then go ahead and come center, chin to chest. Now we're going to nod our head yes. Again, very slowly, very exaggerated. So dropping the head back, really opening up that throat, chin is up. And then coming back down, chin to chest. And now here, I want you to say yes. I am open to receive happiness. Yes, I'm going to do what makes me happy. And again, say it out loud. Use that throat chakra. Use those vocal cords. And last one, go ahead and bring your head back to neutral. Now what I want you to do is you're going to bring your hands and lace your fingers together just like this. And now we're going to bring that bind to the bottom base of our skull, so the back of our head, just right where your skull meets your spine. And I don't want you to pull on it, I just want you to let gravity do its thing. So you're dropping your chin to chest. We're stretching out the back of our neck. And again, not pulling, just letting gravity do its thing. Breathing here. And now go ahead and release that, keeping the fingers laced together. Now you're going to bring the backs of your palms to right underneath your chin, and you're going to press against it, dropping the head back, lifting the chin. This is really opening up that throat chakra, opening up, they're getting right into the thyroid gland, which is also ruled by Taurus. Breathing here, and then go ahead and gently release. You can bring your hands back to your knees. We're just going to do some seated cat-cows here. I want you to inhale, Press the chest out, lift the chin. Again, really try to activate that throat chakra, drop the head back. And exhale, round the shoulders, drop chin to chest. Inhale to open up. And exhale to round. Now take these at your own pace, linking breath to movement. And again, do what feels good. Maybe you want to take it into some full chest circles. Maybe you want to rock from side to side. We're listening to our bodies. We're just warming up the spine here. And doing it what makes us happy, what makes us feel good. Let's do 3 more here. Just make sure if you're going side to side, you even out those sides. And finish up that last one. Just come back to your neutral spine. We're just gonna get in some twists here. A little bit of a release just to kind of get rid of, again, anything we're holding on to from that Scorpio full moon. You know, we're gonna inhale, our arms up. Exhale, you're just gonna twist to the right. So left hand's coming to the knee, right hand is tenting behind you. Gazing over that back shoulder. And even though we're twisting, we're keeping a tall spine. So imagine that someone's pulling straight from the top of your head. You're not slouched over, you're nice and tall. Go ahead and inhale, come back to center. And exhale, take it to the left. So right hand coming to left knee, left hand tenting behind you, gazing over that back shoulder. And inhale, gently come back to center, and exhale, you can release. We're going to transition to our hands and knees. So nice and gentle, just coming to that tabletop. Squeaking on the mat, it's fine. Now, if you need to, you can place a blanket under your knees. You can double up on your mat under your knees if maybe you have a knee injury or some sensitive knees. Again, doing what works for you and your body. So we're coming to this tabletop, shoulder, elbow, wrists are all in line. Hips are stacked over the knees. We're going to go right into some cat-cows here. So I want you to inhale, lift the chin, open up the throat, the chest. And exhale to round, dome out the shoulders, drop chin to chest. Inhale, open up. And exhale to round. Now again, link your breath to movement. Do what feels good. Again, you can take some full circles here. You can rock it from side to side. Just listening to your body as we continue to warm up the spine. Remember again, Taurus season, slow and steady wins the race. So maybe going a little bit more slower than you normally would. Just a couple more here. Even out your sides if you were kind of doing a side-to-side motion or circles. And go ahead and come back to a neutral spine. Now we're going to go into a puppy pose here. Now puppy pose is a bit of an intense heart opener, bit of an intense throat opener, back bend. So if it's too much for you, I just want you to take a child's pose. But if you want to try puppy pose, you're going to extend your arms out from your tabletop. Your hips are staying stacked over the knees. And you're going to drop your chest down to the mat. So I'm going to put my chin on the mat, so I'm gazing up towards my hands. So I'm getting that extra little throat opener. And I'm going to breathe here. I know it's intense. Couple more breaths. Now gently what I want you to do is just slide forward all the way down to your belly. And place your hands underneath your shoulders. And we're going to do a little bit of a low Cobra flow here. So hands are underneath the shoulders. And on your inhale, you're just going to lift the head, the chest, the shoulders. Really try to lift that chin up. And exhale, release. Inhale, just lift the head, the chest, the shoulders. And exhale, release. One more time, inhale. And exhale, release. Now, if that felt good for you and you want to stay here, please be my guest. If you'd like to try a high cobra, we're going to do the same thing, except we're going to inhale all the way up to high cobra. So you're going to bring your hands a little bit back, and you're going to inhale, press all the way up to that high cobra, really trying to lift that chin. Hips are still pressed into the mat, shoulders are away from the ears. And exhale, bend the elbows back, come on back down. Inhale, lift up to that high cobra. Shoulder, elbow, wrists are all stacked. Exhale, release. We got one more. Inhale, come up. Really lift that chin, gaze up. And this time we're going to exhale, coming back into a child's pose, nice and slow. Releasing those hips down to your heels, extending the arms out. I take a wide-legged variation to make room for my belly and my chest. And again here, you can lay on a pillow, a bolster, blanket if that feels good. You can also put a block underneath your hips if you need some support there. And I just want you to breathe here. Again, thinking about what makes you happy. Thinking about your happy goals, your fun and fulfilling goals. Maybe you want to travel somewhere. Maybe that would make you happy. Safely, of course. Maybe, I don't know. I'm trying to think of all the things that make me happy. My dogs, crystals, gardening is starting to make me happy. Yoga makes me happy. Whatever it is, whatever your happiness looks like, I just want you to feel that awesome energy. Let it fill you up. It feels warm. It feels good. And again, use your throat chakra. Speak it out loud. I'm going to do what makes me happy. Now gently on your next inhale, you're going to come up and you're going to sit on your knees. Again, if this is comfortable for you, you can also sit on a block, pillow, bolster, blanket, whatever makes you feel good. All right, we're going to get some more throat chakra stretches in here, just seated from the knees. We're going to do the same thing we did earlier, where you're going to interlace your fingers, and we're going to bring it, the backs of our hands, to the chin, right underneath the chin. You're going to inhale here and exhale, arching the back a bit, lifting the chin, dropping the head back. Just really opening this throat. Breathing here. Take one more inhale and exhale. Just gently release. Now we're going to take some side stretches here. So I want you to bring, and you can do this from your regular seated pose too, if this sitting on your legs is uncomfortable. I want you to bring your right hand down to the mat, and you're going to inhale that left arm up and open. So you're pushing this left hip down and really just creating space here in this left side. And you're going to try to keep your chest open to the ceiling, so you're not slouched, you're nice and open. And now what I want you to do is take an inhale, draw the left arm back, open up the chest even more, and exhale, bringing this left hand almost like threading the needle under the right. Little kind of like half twist. You're going to feel this stretch in the left half of your back. You're going to inhale to open up. And exhale, take that little half twist. Inhale, open up. Exhale, last one. Inhale, open up and come through center, and exhale, bring that left hand down, now opening up the right arm, and again, keeping this chest open to the ceiling, pressing this right hip down, and creating space from that right hip to rib cage. Now again, I want you to inhale, draw that right arm back, and then exhale, take that little half twist. Inhale, open up. Exhale, half twist. Inhale, open. Exhale, last one. And go ahead and inhale, open up. And come back to center. Shake it out if you need to. All right, now we're gonna get a little bit of lunge action in here. So this you might need your blocks for, so you can grab those blocks. Now we're going to start from our knees. I'm going to come to stand on my knees. Now again, remember you can put that blanket under your knees or double up on your mat under your knees if you need it. I'm going to take my blocks and we're going to come to a low lunge. So I'm starting with the right leg. I'm going to step that right leg out. I'm going to find my position here, so hips are square to the front of the mat. My right knee is directly over my right ankle. Now this is where your blocks can come in. You can place those on either side of your right foot. Resting your hands on those blocks. If you're like me, I have very short arms and a short torso, so I usually can't reach that mat. And that's okay, I'm listening to my body. I'm feeling this in the left hip flexor. Now if you feel comfortable, you can bring your hands to that right thigh, or maybe to the hips. And then if it feels good, maybe inhale your arms up overhead. And really try to lift that chin up. So again, getting this throat opener here in our low lunge. Now take a big inhale here. Exhale, draw the hands back down to the mat or to the blocks. Straightening that front leg. So just a little counter stretch, taking that half splits. So your toes are pointed back towards your face. Now you might need to keep a micro bend in this knee. I have a knee injury on this side, so I can't really straighten it all the way, and that's okay. Trying to keep a tall chest. We don't want to be too slouched over here. Now gently shift back into that low lunge, and we're going to take a twist here. Now option here, you can stay in this low lunge for your twist, or you can tuck those back toes, lifting the knee, coming to a runner's lunge here. Now using the block again, I'm going to drop it to a lower setting. I'm going to place my left hand on that block, and I'm going to inhale the right arm up and open for a twist. Now again, you can do this from your knee, listening to your body, maybe gazing up towards that right hand. Now take a big inhale here. Exhale, release the hand down, release the knee, and gently draw that right leg back, coming again, twisting on the knees. Shake it out if you need it. All right, now we got the other side. So I'm grabbing my blocks. I'm coming to stand on my knees. Using my blocks, I'm going to step that left foot out this time. Finding my proper stance here, so right knee over the ankle. Feeling it in that right hip flexor now. Hands to blocks or hands to the mat. And once I feel comfy here, maybe I lift up hands to thigh or hands to hips. Or maybe I inhale, my arms all the way up, lifting that chin, opening the throat, breathing. Taking a big inhale. Exhale, drop hands down to blocks or to the mat. Finding that counter stretch, so straightening that left leg. Pointing those toes back to my face. Still trying to keep a tall spine here. Feeling in that hamstring. I'm going to gently come back to my lunge. And again, option here. Maybe you stay in this low lunge, or maybe you want to tuck those back toes, lifting that back knee to find our twist. Bringing that right hand down to a block or to the mat. And inhaling that left arm. Open. Breathing here. Finding just a little release. Take a big inhale and exhale. Release hands down. You can release the knee down, pressing into the palms. Just bring that left leg back. And go ahead and come to sit on your knees. We'll just take a moment here. You can sit however you are comfortable. Just close your eyes for a second. Think about again what makes you happy. I really want you to allow that energy to fill you up. I want you to visualize whatever that thing is in your mind. There's power in visualization. There's power in intention setting. This is all part of manifesting. Now what we're going to do, is a yoga breath called lion's breath. Now, it feels kind of silly, but we're really going to activate that throat chakra. And the reason why I want you to let that, what makes you happy, really fill yourself up is because this lion's breath, we're going to just basically like release it into the universe. We're going to like put it out there, be like, this is what I want. So let that energy really fill you up. I want this. I'm going to do what makes me happy. This is what makes me happy. And then you're going to come, you can come to a tabletop position, or you can open the knees and bring your hands in between the knees. And it's kind of like it's like a proud lion stance, right? Like if you were a lion, you were just like chilling, sitting here, your chest is kind of puffed out. And now lion's breath, we're going to take really big inhales, and then exhale, you're going to try to make it really audible, and you're going to stick your tongue out. So I'm going to demo it, and then we're going to do it 3 times. So this is what lion's breath looks like. So you're going to take a really big inhale, really fill up with all those things that make you happy, and then exhale. So I'm making it really audible. My tongue is coming out again. It looks silly. I want you to imagine you're just like a lion, just like roaring, you know. We're going to put it out there. We're going to put our manifestations, our intentions out there. So when you're ready, we're going to do it 3 times. So really big inhale. Fill up with all those things that make you happy. And then open mouth, exhale. Send out all those things into the universe. 2 more, really big inhale. Fill up, fill up, fill up. And open mouth, exhale. Last one, make this the best one. Yeah, I really want you to roar like a lion, okay? We're going to inhale, 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 inhale. Fill up with all those things that make you happy. Open mouth, roar. And go ahead and release. How'd that feel? You feel silly? That's why I feel like I struggle with the throat chakra, because I'm so afraid of like sounding silly or being silly. But sometimes we need to be silly. We need to do the things that make us uncomfortable. And I hope that that made you feel really good. All right, so we're going to go ahead and come to a seat on our mat. Now we're going to do a Lord of the Fishes pose. We're going to do a half Lord of the Fishes. Now, again, if you'd like to take the full variation of this pose, you're more than welcome to. I'm not going to lie, I avoid this pose because it's very compact twist. And these boobs, this belly, makes it a little difficult, you know, but it's okay. We're going to work through it. I'm going to offer you some variation. So we're going to start with the right knee. You're going to bend that right knee. So your right foot is right next to your knee. Now, option, if you'd like to take a further variation, you can cross the right knee over, the right foot over the left knee. So I'm just bending that right knee. Now what I'm going to do is inhale my arms up, and exhale I'm going to twist over that knee that's bent. I'm going to bring my right hand behind me. Now I'm just grasping gently onto my right knee with my left hand. I'm just still keeping a nice tall spine. Now if you can lock that left elbow to the right knee. My boobs do not allow for that, and that's okay. I'm listening to my body. I can still twist just as much here. I'm going to breathe here. I'm going to keep a nice tall spine. Just getting into this twist and really trying to gaze over that right shoulder, so getting that throat, that neck stretch in. Inhale, gently release, come back to center. You can straighten that right leg out. Now I'm bending the left knee, so my left foot comes right next to my right knee. I'm going to inhale my arms up, exhale, twisting, so right hand is coming to that left knee again. Maybe you can lock that right elbow to that left knee. You're going to try to just basically hug this knee in, right? That's what we're doing here. And we're gazing over that left shoulder, keeping a tall spine, and really trying to get this throat neck stretch by gazing over that left shoulder. Breathing, staying nice and tall. Inhale here, and exhale, go ahead and release. All right, now bringing both legs out, we're just going to take a forward fold here. Now you can widen the legs a little bit if you need to make some space for that belly. Inhaling the arms up, and exhale, just fold over those legs. Doesn't matter if you can reach your toes or not. You can also use a strap here wrapped around your feet. What I want you to really focus on is this low back release, also hamstring release. You can keep a micro bend in the knees if you need to. Just breathing here. Maybe inhale to lengthen and exhale to fold just a little bit more. And inhale, gently go ahead and come back up. Now I'm going to take a block with me as I lay back on my mat because we are going to be using it for a little supported bridge and supported shoulder stand. So I'm going to come to lay back on my mat, nice and gentle. Find your way down there. I'm going to bend at my knees. Feet bottoms are coming to the mat. I'm going to scoop my heels up as close to my butt as I can get them. I'm going to take this block. I'm going to inhale my hips up. Scooch that block underneath. Now you can take it to any level of the block that feels comfortable for you. Now I'm going to hang out here in my supported bridge pose. Little low back release. I'm going to bring my hands to my sides. Again, palms facing down for that grounding energy. And I want you to really ground yourself in what makes you happy. Ground yourself in those new intentions, those new goals. And just breathe here. Now gently, when you're ready, we're going to take a supported shoulder stand. So the option to take full shoulder stand if that is in your practice or plow pose. I'm going to stay right here with my hips on this block and I'm just going to draw my knees into my chest and I'm going to straighten my legs to the sky. So a little supported shoulder stand here. Also hack, if you have big boobs like I do and you want to take a full shoulder stand, you can put a strap around your boobs to hold them down so they don't choke you. Probably one of my favorite yoga hacks. And while you're here, maybe you just point and flex the feet. Maybe roll out the ankles. Maybe hear some snap, crackle, pops, that's okay. And when you're ready, gently bend into the knees. Release those feet down. You're going to press that pelvis up just enough to scooch that block out from underneath you. Take those blocks to the side. We will use them for our final pose. I just want to get them out of the way for our twists. So you bring your arms out to a T position. Draw the knees into the chest. Inhale here and then exhale, just drop them over to the right. Maybe you gaze over your left shoulder. And again, you're going to feel this in your neck a bit. Just focus on that throat chakra. Maybe while you're here, still saying those things that make you happy out loud. Telling the universe that you're going to do what makes you happy. Use that throat chakra. We activated it with that lion's breath. So speak only happy, positive, fun, fulfilling things into existence. When you're ready, gently inhale through center and exhale, drop the knees over to the left. Now gazing over that right shoulder. Again, feeling that stretch in the neck just a bit and speaking things that you want into existence here. Speaking what makes you happy into existence. And inhale, gently come back to center. Now, if there's any final pose here that you're like, you know, that really sounds good, I really need that, my body really needs that, my body is asking for it, I want you to take it here. Maybe it's a happy baby, maybe it's another bridge, shoulder stand, inversion, whatever you want to do. Take a few moments to go there. And then when you're ready, again, take your time. I'm just going to set us up for our final Savasana. So when you're ready, we're going to finish this class as we started. So in that supported fish pose, and again, if you're taking another posture, take your time. So I'm bringing that block right in between my shoulder blades again, and you might find that you're a little bit more open now. So maybe you don't need that extra block under your head. Maybe you can bring this block under your shoulders to a higher height. And we're just finding that throat heart opener here. Now again with the legs, take any variation, it feels good. And take your time getting here. Setting yourself up for this Savasana, our final pose. And again, you can take just any variation of Savasana you'd like here. I'm just offering this. If you'd like another little throat heart opener. And once you're here, I want you to close your eyes. Bring it back to your breath. And bring it back to just what makes you happy. Visualize it, focus on it. I'll let you know when it's time to come back. Don't mind my dogs barking, they're very excited. And just breathe. And when you're ready, slowly bring your awareness back into your body, back into your space. Maybe wiggle the toes or wiggle the fingers. Maybe roll out your wrists or roll out your ankles. Gently make those movements bigger until you're ready to just draw your knees up. If you're still on the block, just gently bend at the knees. And then you're going to roll off of that block into your fetal pose. Then we're going to take a moment here in fetal pose. Eyes closed, just breathing. Remembering that fetal pose symbolizes fresh starts and new beginnings. And when you're ready, gently pressing up to a seat. Again, any seat that you are comfortable in. Keeping those eyes closed. Bringing your hands to either side of you, feeling the mat beneath your fingertips. Inhale those arms up. Take in all that wonderful energy we just created. Exhale, bring them back down, releasing anything that doesn't serve you. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, draw your palms together to touch and bring those hands to your heart center. The light, love, happiness in me honors the light, the love, the happiness in you. We bow to our practice. Thank you. That is all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for practicing with me. Please let me know what you thought in the comments. Also, just a few things. Number one, if you haven't seen, India is going through a major COVID crisis right now, and I'm using my platform as much as I can to bring attention to that and awareness to that. So I'm going to put a link in the description box for where I have personally donated. It's called Give India. It has a bunch of different campaigns that you can donate to help their country that's just being absolutely ravaged by COVID. Just a side note for me, I'm really trying to grow my YouTube page. My goal is going to be to put out at least one yoga class a week. So if there is a specific kind of yoga, like yoga for stress or yoga for anxiety or yoga for hip opening, whatever it is, whatever you need, please let me know in the comments. I would love to put out classes for you guys. I'm also going to try to do some vlogging, maybe just like what I do for my new moon and full moon rituals. I know I said I was going to do tarot readings. I'm going to try to get back to that. But if there's anything you'd like to see from me, please let me know. I'm going to really try to grow this channel, and I'm almost at 10K subscribers, so thank you. If there's something special you'd like to see for that, let me know in the comments. I think that is all I have for you guys. So again, thank you so much for practicing with me. And I will see you for the full moon.